What's up, YouTube? This here behind me is a row of blueberries. Well, blueberry twigs, but I'd eventually like them to be blueberry bushes, so I'm going to be installing some drip irrigation. This is obviously a used box of drip irrigation from my previous house, so I might have to finagle things a bit, but I'm going to go and do that now. Alright, so first thing I did was stretch the whole thing out. I should have plenty of length. If I think I need to add this little bit here, finish it off. That should be fine. I have a coupling. Hopefully I have enough couplings because I got a centerpiece there. I'm going to have to couple that together. And I got holes throughout. I'm hoping I can just reuse those holes. And then I got plenty of 1/4-inch tubing. I should be able to reach all my blueberries just fine. So that should work out. So once upon a time I had this thing split down the middle. I had it going two ways. And I connected the hose right here in the center. So I just got to take this apart and add a coupling just to splice these two right together. And I'll take this off and reuse it. I don't think I'm getting this apart, so I'm probably just gonna have to cut it. So I got them apart. See if I'm strong enough to do this here right in front of the camera. Nope. All right, that wasn't so terrible. I ended up getting it. I just didn't have the camera really situated for the best mechanical advantage, if you'd say. All right, so that's done. Now I just gotta connect this piece down to the end there. I should have plenty of length. Make it the whole way, no problem. And one, done. Getting freaking good at this. All right, now I'm gonna get the whole thing strung out and laid out. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do first is I have this hose connector I'm going to put on the end of here. That's going to hook up right into this 25 psi regulator, and that is going to screw onto this backflow preventer with a little screen in it to help prevent crap from getting into the water lines. So this guy goes onto the end of the hose here. Use all my might so I don't look like a schmuck on camera. And then this screws down onto it. There. Okay, then when I want, I can just bring this over here, screw that right onto my hose, and get to watering. It's a beautiful thing. So, we're gonna get this started here right by the first blueberry. I'm gonna stake it down with these stakes. I'll probably end up burying it a little bit, just lifting up some of the mulch and burying the main line here. And as you can see, this being a used hose, I got some holes here every so often that I used from before. So I'm thinking I should be good. I'll be able to use those same holes now for going to different blueberry bushes there. So I'm going to get this laid out and staked down. So I started to bury the line, just thinking it would look better, but I don't know. It just didn't seem worth it. So I just kind of stopped. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. This is how you close it up at the end, or at least one way. You just fold it over and kink it with this guy. I was kind of stupid where I'd cut and spliced it before. Yeah, see, here's my splice. I forgot that I apparently had another one of those on there. And now it's just kind of stuck. So, oh well. All right, I got the whole line staked down. That should be good to go. For the actual drippers, I got these bubblers. They are, I believe, variable rate bubblers that you just change the water volume by screwing and unscrewing this. And it's 360 degrees. You just got these small holes where it emits out of. So you just got to take this 1/4-inch tubing, use one of these little fittings here, and it stabs into the 1/2-inch line there. And then you just stake it right into the ground next to where you want it to start watering, and that's how it all works. Easy peasy. So you can see I've got one installed now, just like this. Stake the bubbler right next to the, in this case, my blueberry. stabs into the 1/2 inch line right there. So I got all these, the used ones that I had used previously. I'm going to go ahead and install first in the holes that I've already got. And then whatever's left, I will use some new tubing and new bubblers that I bought. I do have plugs. Would you look at that? Yeah, well, hopefully I don't need them. All right, so I've got all the bubblers, the old bubblers, plugged into the pre-existing holes that were already there. And I got it down there as well. So now, to get the remainder, I've got this handy dandy little tool to help poke the holes. I got 1/4 inch tubing, and I got a bunch of new bubblers. So let's get started on that. So here's our first blueberry twig. Here's a new bubbler. Bubblers come with their little tubing hole poker thingamabob. That just comes right off. I'll get a piece of tubing. So cut whatever length of tubing you need out of the 1/4 inch stuff. There's my piece of tubing. Plug one end into the bubbler. And the other end's gonna be going onto here. But first, you gotta get our fancy little purple tool here. Yeah, so that just plugs right into this hole right here. And I just take that, and I can stab my 1/2 inch line, and it'll be installed. And then I just plug the other end of my tube in here, and we're good to go. Okay, so my phone just died, and I actually was able to do a little bit more work while it was charging. So let's get back to where we were, shall we? So I found that rather than using Rainbird's little purple tool thing, I prefer just using a razor. What I do is I poke a little hole in the 1/2 inch tubing. Don't go too big, because you don't want it to be too big. You need it to just basically be good for this little fitting right here. And then I'll just take that, and rather than using the tool, like I said, just pushing it in by hand, getting there, you'll kind of feel it, the barb fit into there. And then you can just get this on, just push this on there, just like that. And then get our bubbler right by the plant in the ground, like that. Perfect. All right, we are done. Everything is hooked up. All I have left to do is hook it up, hook my hose up to here, and I'm gonna flush the whole system first. So I'm gonna open up the back end down there. So let's get to that. So we're gonna hook up here with the hose first. Hopefully I won't be too lazy to do this regularly. Eventually I plan on actually running it up to the house where I'll have a more permanent connection, but I don't feel like doing that yet. So let's go down to the end and open up. This just being kinked, this is easy as that. There, go turn the water on. This will hopefully help to just flush any big stuff out so the small 1/4 inch lines don't get clogged up. Oh, as you can see, yeah, still getting some water, but I don't have any pressure because I got it open on the other end here. Let's go check that out. Yep, there we are. Flowing free. Just gonna wait for it to get a good consistent spit. All right, I think it's pretty good now. I'm gonna go ahead and kink it back up. Oh, look at that. Starts right up. Beautiful, look at that. It's pretty good actually, right like that. Go ahead and see these going now. Whoa, got some of them spurting pretty good. turn this guy, see if you can open this up a little bit. Get a little bit bigger there. Doesn't need huge right now, it's pretty small. I don't want to shoot right on it. There. So something I'm doing is just, oops, unscrewing this totally till it's a fountain. Just making sure there's nothing blocking there. And then screw it back down to wherever, whatever I desire here. They're pretty small, so I don't need a huge fan out. So like that, that's a little bit big. Let's close this down some. That's not bad right there. Same as this guy. Let's close this down. Pretty good. All right, guys, that's it for me. It's done. Looks good. It's working. This helped you? Like the video or not? Whatever. God bless, guys. I'm out.